On the evening of March 31, 2025, a seismic shift occurred in the quiet confines of Shelby County, Alabama, a place not often associated with high-profile criminal cases. Griffin Nelson Race, a senior at Auburn University known for his academic brilliance and burgeoning career, was arrested and booked into custody on a series of deeply disturbing charges. The news hit like a thunderclap, reverberating through the local community, the university's halls, and far beyond, as people struggled to reconcile the image of a high-achieving student with the gravity of the accusations leveled against him. What follows is a comprehensive examination of this unfolding story, tracing Race's journey from promise to peril, dissecting the allegations, and pondering the profound implications for his future and the community that once celebrated him. The arrest, a sudden and stunning development. The arrest took place just one day shy of April 1, 2025, a date that now marks a stark, dividing line in Griffin Nelson Race's life. Shelby County authorities took the 22-year-old into custody after what appears to have been a meticulous investigation, the details of which remain largely under wraps at this early stage. Race was booked on multiple charges, each one carrying a weight that suggests a deliberate and sinister pattern of behavior. He is accused of electronic solicitation of a child, an offense that implies he used digital platforms, perhaps text messages, emails, or social media, to engage in inappropriate or illegal communication with a minor. Additionally, he faces allegations of distributing pornography to minors, a charge that paints a picture of someone allegedly sharing explicit materials with individuals too young to consent legally or morally. Perhaps most chilling is the accusation that Race traveled with the intent to meet a child for an unlawful sex act, a charge that suggests he took concrete steps to act on illicit intentions, moving beyond the realm of digital interaction into the physical world. Rounding out the list is a count of contributing to the delinquency, dependency, or need of supervision of a minor, an offense that indicates his actions may have jeopardized the well-being or legal standing of a young person. As of now, no bond has been set, a decision that speaks volumes about the perceived severity of the case and the potential risk Race poses if released. His family, despite their prominence and connections, has chosen to remain silent, offering no public statements to shed light on their perspective or to counter the growing tide of speculation. Griffin Race, a rising star before the fall. To understand the magnitude of this scandal, one must first appreciate who Griffin Nelson Race was before his arrest. A senior at Auburn University's Harbert College of Business, Race was mere weeks away from graduating in May 2025, a milestone that would have capped off an exemplary academic career. With a near-perfect 3.97 GPA, he stood out as a beacon of diligence and intellect, a student who seemed destined to leave a lasting mark on the world. His professors and peers alike regarded him as a standout, someone whose sharp mind and disciplined work ethic set him apart in a competitive academic environment. But Race's accomplishments extended far beyond the confines of lecture halls and study groups. He was deeply involved in Auburn's extracurricular scene, immersing himself in organizations that reflected his ambitions and values. As a member of Delta Sigma Pi, a prestigious professional business fraternity, he networked with like-minded peers, honed his leadership skills, and positioned himself for success in the corporate world. His participation in the Association for Information Systems further underscored his interest in the intersection of business and technology, a field that promised lucrative opportunities for someone of his caliber. To those who knew him, Race was not just a student. He was a young man with a vision, a plan, and the tools to make it all happen. A career interrupted parallel to his academic pursuits, Griffin Race had already begun to lay the groundwork for a promising career. His resume was a testament to his versatility and drive, featuring stints with several well-known companies that showcased his ability to thrive in diverse settings. He had worked as a sales intern at AT&T, one of the nation's leading telecommunications firms, where he likely sharpened his skills in persuasion, negotiation, and client relations, attributes essential for any aspiring business leader. His time at Chick-fil-A, a fast food chain renowned for its emphasis on leadership development and customer service, offered another layer of experience, blending operational know-how with a knack for teamwork. More recently, he had been involved with Kinetic Communications, a technology solutions provider, a role that aligned seamlessly with his academic interests and hinted at a future in the tech industry. These experiences, taken together, painted a portrait of a young professional on the cusp of something great. Employers saw potential in him, mentors invested in his growth, and peers admired his hustle. Yet in the wake of his arrest, this carefully constructed career narrative has been thrown into chaos. The allegations against him cast a dark shadow over every achievement, raising the haunting question: will this be the end of Griffin Race's professional journey before it truly begins? A community in turmoil. Reactions and reckonings. The news of Race's arrest spread like wildfire, igniting a maelstrom of reactions across Shelby County, Auburn University, and the digital sphere. Public opinion is fractured, a reflection of the case's complexity and the emotional stakes involved. On one side stand those who refuse to believe the allegations, clinging to the image of Race as a golden boy unjustly maligned. Griffin's not that kind of person, one classmate reportedly told a local reporter, speaking anonymously out of fear of reprisal. He's too smart, too driven. This has to be some kind of mistake. This camp sees the charges as an anomaly, a potential smear campaign, or a misunderstanding that will be cleared up once the facts come to light. They point to his impeccable record and spotless reputation as evidence that he couldn't possibly be capable of such acts. Conversely, there are those who take a harder line, arguing that the nature of the charges demands skepticism of Race's character rather than blind faith in his innocence. These aren't minor accusations, they're about kids. One Shelby County resident wrote in an online forum, her words dripping with indignation. If there's even a shred of truth to this, he shouldn't be anywhere near a college campus or a community. This faction views the allegations as a betrayal of trust, a violation not just of the law but of the moral fabric that binds society together. The debate has spilled onto social media, into coffee shops, and across dinner tables, with each new rumor or tidbit of information fueling the divide. For a community accustomed to celebrating its own, this scandal has become a painful reckoning. Roots and relations. The Race family. Griffin Race's story cannot be fully told without considering the family from which he hails. Born into a well-connected Alabama clan, he grew up under the influence of parents who themselves carved out successful paths. His father, Lloyd Race, is a partner at MLS Direct Network Inc., a logistics and distribution company that has likely afforded the family a degree of financial stability and social standing. His mother, Lana Medaff Race, works at Race Family Enterprise, an entity whose name suggests a family-run business tied to their collective interests. Together, they raised Griffin and his younger brother, Graham, in an environment that seemingly valued ambition and achievement. Yet, this familial backdrop now adds a layer of intrigue to the unfolding drama. How will Lloyd and Lana navigate the public scrutiny that comes with their son's arrest? Will their professional networks rally around them, or distance themselves in an effort to avoid the taint of scandal? Graham Race, the younger sibling, has remained notably silent, leaving outsiders to wonder how this ordeal might reshape the dynamics within the Race household. The family's reticence thus far only deepens the mystery, inviting speculation about their next move as the legal battle looms. The legal labyrinth ahead. With no bond set, Griffin Race remains confined to a Shelby County jail cell, his immediate fate resting in the hands of the courts. The decision to deny bail signals that authorities view him as either a flight risk or a potential threat to the public, an ominous sign as the case progresses. In the days ahead, Race will likely face an initial court appearance, where prosecutors will lay out their case, detailing the evidence that led to his arrest. His defense team, yet to be publicly identified, will have the chance to counter these claims, setting the stage for what promises to be a contentious legal fight. The road forward is fraught with uncertainty. If convicted, Race could face years, if not decades, behind bars, along with a permanent criminal record and the lifelong stigma of sex offender registration. Such an outcome would obliterate his academic achievements, derail his career aspirations, and forever alter his place in society. Even if acquitted, the mere association with these charges could prove an indelible stain, haunting him in job interviews, personal relationships, and community interactions for years to come. For now, the evidence remains a closely guarded secret, leaving observers to speculate about what investigators uncovered and whether it will hold up under scrutiny. A narrative unfinished. This is not the end of Griffin Race's story, but merely the beginning of a saga that will unfold over weeks, months, or perhaps even years. The arrest has thrust him into the spotlight, transforming him from a private citizen into a public figure whose every move will be dissected and debated. Auburn University, its faculty, and its student body are left to grapple with the fallout, as are the residents of Shelby County, who must now reconcile their pride in a local son with the possibility of his guilt. News outlets, both local and national, are poised to track every development, from court filings to witness testimonies, ensuring that this case remains a focal point of attention. Conclusion: a tale of triumph and tragedy. The arrest of Griffin Nelson Race is a tale of stark contrasts. of a young man who scaled the heights of academic and professional success, only to plummet into the depths of legal jeopardy. Yesterday, he was a name synonymous with promise, a student whose 3.97 GPA and impressive resume heralded a future of boundless potential. Today, he is a defendant, his name tied to charges that evoke revulsion and disbelief. This dramatic reversal serves as a sobering reminder of life's unpredictability, of how a single moment can unravel years of effort and ambition. As the case moves forward, it will test the resilience of a family, the unity of a community, and the integrity of a legal system tasked with separating fact from fiction. For Griffin Race, it is a crucible that will either forge a path to redemption or cement a legacy of ruin. For the rest of us, it is a story that compels us to watch, to question, and to wait, knowing that the truth, when it emerges, will carry consequences far beyond the walls of a courtroom. In Shelby County, Alabama, a chapter has closed, but the book remains open, its pages yet to be written.